Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Benedict here again from BJ Learn, and now I want us to explore advanced logical functions. So you want to use if, you want to use and, you want to use or, and we want them to be nested all together. So in my screen here we have uh, we have a table on top here, and then we also have uh, two tables down. We have two tables down. So the first table on top here, we have name, we have date of birth, we have age, we have sex, we have urinalysis. So these are tests. So let me say these are tests. So these are tests to be done. So we also have a country. So we have different individuals going to different countries. So when you come here, USA, we have Canada, we have UK, Australia. Um, so down here we also have two tables. So the tables are for test for both pregnancy and urinalysis. So when somebody is going to USA, urinalysis we test from the age of 10 onwards. When you are going to UK, we test from age 5 and above. When you are going to Canada, urinalysis is not being tested, so it is not applicable. When you are going to Australia, we test urinalysis from the age of 15 and above. And then the sexes is the test is being done for all the sexes, apart from Canada where we don't need urinalysis to be tested. When you come to pregnancy, when you are going to USA, pregnancy is being tested. Rather, it's being tested for a female, but from the age of 12. When you're going to UK, pregnancy is being tested from the age of 15 for female. Canada is the age of 10 for female, and then Australia is the age of 12 for female. So let's assume you had a very huge data. So you want to check for each and every individual who is going to these different countries if they are eligible or ineligible for this test. So the best way to do this is to use if, rather the best way is to use the logical functions if and or. So it will just be a click of a button, then you know which individual is going to which country and is eligible or ineligible for which test. So first here we have age, and we also have age and sex for pregnancy. So when you come here to in our table here, so we're assuming this table is quite a number of rows of individuals. So we have age here. So the first time here is to determine the age. So age to date, we start with is equal to sign. Then now. So now is this time to right now. Then minus. So minus the date of birth. Uh, then we put all this in bracket. We put all this in bracket. Then we divide by 365. So 365 is the number of days. It's assumed number of days in a year. So we divide by the figure that we've gotten to get the age of an individual as of now. So it is now minus b3. So the whole thing we put under bracket, then we divide by 365. Then now we can drag down. So these are the ages of these individuals. So now you want to use advanced logical functions to determine whether they are eligible or ineligible for this test when they are going to these different countries: USA, Canada, UK, or Australia. So we'll start with the urinalysis. So what you need to do first, we'll write here is equal to if. So here you want to use nested if, then bracket, then we write or. So we are writing or because or is for either Australia, USA, UK, or Canada. So when they are either going to Canada, USA, Australia, or UK, the test of urinalysis will be different. So we'll determine whether they are eligible, they are ineligible or eligible for those tests. So again, we come here with and. So and here will give us a multiple logical conditions that must be met. So when you are going to USA and the age is above 10, so you will be eligible for urinalysis. When you are going to UK and the age is above 5, you will also be eligible for urinalysis test. So here we write and then a bracket. So the first logical condition here is G2, G3, I mean G3. G3 is here. G3 should be equal to USA, comma, another one C3, C3 for USA C3. When you come to analysis table here, the age should be greater than 10. So you want to say when the age is less than or equal to 10, then we put a bracket, then comma. So that one we are done with USA. Then we come to the next one, which is now UK or Canada. So we'll copy this one from where we have and, we'll copy and up to where we have the closing bracket, then we paste here. So and G3, so now this one, now we write Canada instead of USA, Canada. Then C3, so for Canada it is not applicable, so we'll write when it is greater than 0. So greater than 0 meaning the age of the person, so long as it is greater than 0, it is ineligible for those tests. Then we write comma again. Then we go to another different logical test. We copy this again, then we paste. So now I want to use for UK. So instead of writing Canada, I will write now here UK. So coming to UK, coming to UK, the age should be 5 and above. So we want to write when it is less than or equal to 5. So C3 is age when it is less than or equal to 5. So less than or equal to 5 will be ineligible for urinalysis test. Then again I will paste here the next one. So here we want to use Australia. So when we check Australia, we have the age is 15 and above. So here we'll write less than or equal to 15. Less than or equal to 15 will be ineligible for those tests. So now we'll close the bracket for this logical tests. So now we are done with the logical test. Now you want to define the true value. So the value, if true, should be ineligible. Ineligible So if the value is false, we say eligible. So instead you can write required. So this one eligible, want to write not required. Then we now close the brackets, then we enter. So when you check here, we have urinalysis for USA. Somebody is going to USA. The age has to be above 10. So this one we have 24. And then they're going to USA. So when we move to, we can copy the formula down. So here we see when one is going to Canada, Canada, the age has to be Canada. So we are saying the test for Canada is not required because the age is 17, or rather in Canada, urinalysis tests are not required. So irrespective whether the age is 0 or above 0, no test is required for urinalysis. So when we go to UK, the when the age is above 5, we require the test for urinalysis. So when you check on the age here, we have 14. So means that we need a test for urinalysis. So when we go to uh, Australia, we need the age from 15 and above. So checking the age here, we have age 12. So it means that we don't require the test for analysis for this individual. So this will apply to these other individuals going down up to the individual called June. So let's do a pregnancy test. So for pregnancy test, again, we will apply the same principles. We'll start with is equal to, then if, then we write or. So or applies, rather all performs logical conditions for different countries. So we are using or because of USA, Canada, Australia, and UK. Then again, we want to use and. So and means that these are the conditions that must be met for one person to go to a given country, given that uh, the test for pregnancy has to be done. So here again we'll write open a bracket commas, the open we'll open the bracket. Then now we want to start with a G3. So G3 is where we have the USA or the country. So G3 is equal to USA. So here we'll have three conditions. We have country, we have sex, and we have age. So when one is going to USA, and then the test for pregnancy, the next logical condition will be sex, so rather age. So C3 when you're going to US has to be 12. It has to be 12 and above. So this one should be uh, greater than or equal to 12. And then we also have another logical condition for sex. So sex here we go to the D column. So D3 should be equal to M, or rather should be equal to F, meaning female. You can only do pregnancy tests for female. So we've done three logical conditions for USA. Then we close the bracket. So now I want to copy this and replicate to the rest of other countries. So now I want to use Canada. So where we have Canada, we'll write US. Where I have US, I will write Canada. Then for Canada, the age is rather the age is 10. So when you check here, we have Canada here. Down here, we have the age is 10. Then I will put a comma again. Then I'll copy this one again. So I want to change it for UK. So where this Canada will write UK. UK. So for UK, we need 15. So the age has to be 15 years and above. Then again, I will write a comma here. So now I want to the age for Australia. So I will copy this and again this logical condition for and copy. Then I'll paste it there. So this one now will be Australia. So now we are done with the logical conditions for each and every country. Then I'll put a bracket here to take me back now to uh, the if formula. Now we are done with the logical test. So we want to go to the next uh, uh, value when it is true. So value if it is true, you want to say will be required. So when they meet the conditions, the test will be required. Then when they don't meet the conditions, the test will not be required. So here we write not required. Then now we close the brackets and we press enter. So now you can see in USA, we are saying that the age has to be above 10, and the sex has to be male. So male does not require pregnancy test. So this is pregnancy test. So let's copy this formula down. Something for Canada is required. Let's see if the conditions are met. For Canada, we need age will be above 10, and they have to be female. When we go to the next one, now we have UK. UK, we have 15 years and above. When you check here, we see we have 14 years. So this is not, they cannot do pregnancy test because they are still under the age. When you go to Australia, we need 12 years and above. So this is 12. So where do we have Australia? So this is supposed to be 12, not 15. So this is 12 years and above. So I have Australia G6, C6 should be greater than or equal to 12, should be female. So let me start from here. 12 is for Australia and USA. 12 is for Australia and USA. So where we have Australia, we need to write 12. So this should be 12. And then they must be female. So let's copy this formula down. So here it is required. Here it is required. not required. Let's check Australia. What we did right at Australia. So again, when we come to age, because the age has been rounded off, so I think the reason is being because of the age. The age has been rounded off to 12, but it has not yet reached 12. So we can expand on the age figure here. So you see when you check here where we are saying that is 12, but it's writing not required. You can see the age here is 11.95, so it has not reached the required age for doing the pregnancy test. So the same applies when you go to Canada. Canada is 10 and above. Canada here is 10 and above, but they have to be female. So here where we have a male, uh, male is not required for pregnancy tests. So when you go to UK, we have female, but UK we are having 15 and above. At the age is 11.94. So the test for pregnancy is not required. So that's how to work with advanced logical tests. So when we come to our next lesson, I want us to do another practical one where we can do the same with depreciation. We want to see if the same advanced logical function can be used to depreciate assets. So thanks for watching, and let's meet again on the next video.